Hey y'all, it's Anime K-Man. Today I'm going to be reviewing the 35th episode of Gegege no Kitarou. And I gotta say, this episode was fucking good. And while it didn't have any pew 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 and pop 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 punches, or any action sequences, this was by far one of the strongest episodes in the series for a variety of reasons. And I like how in this episode, it had the approach of giving us details about Agnes' past, not through her having like some kind of inner flashback that's triggered through some kind of BS event, because sometimes in animes, an anime character would be thinking about their past, but it'd feel like the screenwriter is a way of just saying like, oh my god, we need to find some way of having a flashback for no good reason, just to have it. I mean, Naruto was a big example because since Naruto and Gegege no Kitarou have the same composer, that's just the closest comparison I can think of, where sometimes in Naruto a flashback will be triggered just because of no reason. And I like how in this episode a flashback is triggered, but because it comes out through dialogue between Mana and Agnes, and this episode emphasizes how much Agnes cares about Mana. Because even in real life, when you converse with someone else, if you converse with someone that you don't give a shit about, or you have no interest in, or a person that you're really not friends with and you really don't care about at all as an individual, you're not going to remember things that person said to you a long time ago in like future conversations. And I like how in this episode it emphasized how much Agnes actually cares about Mana when she's like, oh yeah, I remember the time when you asked me about a few details about my life and all that. And I kind of like the anime bringing up that kind of stuff, because for one, it shows Agnes actually cares, and two, it also shows that the animators, they at least are bringing stuff up from some of the previous episodes, making some of the seemingly episodic episodes that the show has at times feel much more stronger. It makes it feel much more important instead of just a seemingly throwaway episode. And I fucking love that kind of shit. Whenever Gegege no Kitarou does that, it's always fun. And then in addition to that, it was nice to see little Agnes and little Adele interact with each other positively as kids for the most part. And those things were adorable. And then even seeing Agnes' mom too and all that. And then just to have like a letter scene where Agnes explains to Mana that her own mother was like sacrificed and all that kind of stuff. That was kind of sad, and it just made it feel more gut punching. Just to start out the episode with like a happy flashback, then midway, like the flashbacks ends with like the mother dying, being sacrificed, vaporized by a fucking purple beam of laser by Backbeard. It just makes Backbeard have a slight bit more weight now that we finally get more context into the type of personality that Agnes' mother is. So that was also another positive. And aside from having Agnes open up to Mana, which also gives Agnes more character development because she's sharing personal stuff about her own life, it was also nice as how the episode progresses. You even have Mana have a bit of character development when she even admits her own limits, saying that, I'm sorry I can't help you, but you should ask Kitarou or Neko for help. Which is also nice too. That even though she can't do much, you have Mana looking out for other people. And then when Agnes admits guilt and apologizes for dragging everyone into this mess, I also love those sequences too. Because it shows you how far she's come. Like, she went from when she was first introduced into like doing some voodoo shit against Kitarou, and then forcibly powering his body up, but possibly at the cost of Kitarou's life. You went from that Agnes to not giving a shit or regard to other yokai, to actually her actively caring about Kitarou and not wanting them to put him in danger, and crying at the thought of possibly other Japanese yokai being hurt. And I like that. That right there is beautiful character development. And it was only made powerful because it was done over the span of like 5 or 6 episodes. That's what actually had it have much more weight. And again, gotta give props to Toei. When they first introduced Agnes, I thought she was just going to be some kind of Moe character that was gonna develop as the series progresses, but I really didn't think they were gonna make it so that I would like this character so much. So props to Toei. I really love that kind of shit, and it was even cool to even get a bit of characterization for Adele to see her goals, that it's the witch's code, and that's why she's following Blackbeard, and that she cares about Agnes, but in her own fucked up way, because she thinks that making Agnes the core of the Brigandon project is gonna make everything good. And I like that too. Even though it's not a lot of characterization for Adele, in this kind of situation where Adele and Agnes were raised in environments where it's a Blackbeard and his henchmen, they're not exactly gonna be people that are gonna have like quirky personalities, or they're not gonna exactly be people with like super awesome personalities. So I like that kind of coolness from Adele. At least seeing these flashbacks and all of that, it gives us reason as to why Adele acts the way she does. So that's a plus. And then having the episode end off with Agnes slowly walking to the Gegege forest for help, and then you see some of the yokai throw rocks at her, and then when you see her bleed, that was kind of sad. But then when you see Neko protect Agnes, and then all the other yokai like Old Man Crab being sandwich walk by her, I felt that was a cool little homage to the OP, them walking her towards the tree, and then Agnes asking for Kitarou for help, and then when Kitarou agrees, and then he does this epic speech that if we don't do anything, then we're gonna be under the control of Blackbeard, and that's not gonna be a fun situation to live in. And I like that, like just seeing these little epic moments from Kitarou when he can actually be a leader. It just feels much more inspiring because these moments are far and few in between. And that was a great way to end off the episode. And it would have been a great way, but this episode went further by ending with a cliffhanger where Nanashi just has the Ring of Arcana in his possession. When that ended, I was like, Lord, can't wait to see what's going to happen next week. And taking all... and the art and animation this episode were pretty great. Especially the art. Goodness, man. And gals, it was like, whew, beautiful. A lot of scenes could just be used as a thumbnail for for my videos. That's how good it was, and the soundtrack was pretty cool too. And from a character standpoint, this episode was just perfect. And that's it for all these reasons. I'm gonna give this episode a brand spanking 9 out of 10. I'm not gonna give it that 10 out of 10 because it's not at the top of like the Kitarou episodes, like the Sunrico episode, or the episode where we first get Wolfgang laying the smack on a few yokai, or the episode where Mana learned about one of her relatives in the World War II episode. Well, it isn't on that level. This episode was near that level. It was near that tier. That's how great it was. So anyways, guys and gals, these are my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the comment section below. Rate the video, subscribe if you want to see more of my content, and I'll see you guys later if you subscribe for more. Alright, guys and gals, bye bye.